What is up, guys? What's up, what's up, what's up? Bit of a chilled stream today. I thought it'd be cool to actually do live what I normally do behind closed doors, which is to just have things on repeat for ages. So this is going to be another fill practices based session where I'm just going to let the amazing slowdowner sort of spin and spin and spin and just rinse and repeat as many times as it takes for me to get that bloody tune inside my brain box, which is a little slow to start today. Apologies, I'll be looking for my words a bit more today, as I've just been in a totally different mind space. I've just been coding all day with the app, just fixing little bugs and trying to figure out exactly why the app doesn't work on mobile, or at least why the website doesn't work on mobile. Has a lot to do with the makers of the devices, restrictions they put on device use and microphones and stuff like that. So might be time to start considering moving the whole app to an actual mobile friendly downloadable app, which means App Store approval and all sorts of other bureaucratic processes to have the app actually available on the App Store at some point. We all knew it was going to come to that, but now I'm 100% sure that it has to go in that direction. But without further ado, I have been playing a little bit already today, so no need to warm up. And I'm just going to let it spin for ages. I've sort of grouped most of the, I think the first 30 seconds of the tune, I think I've got pretty much down. So we're going to put Amazing Slowdowner on the screen. And we're going to just, let it run for a while and see what comes out eventually. But that's essentially just going to be a chilled sort of a half hour, 40 minutes probably. And if you guys want to chat, I'm always here. Feel free. Kill, lovely to see you, man. Thanks for joining. So this is going to be an actual Phil keeps his head down, nose on the grinding wheel type of stream. But that's what I do when I'm trying to wrap my head, when I'm trying to memorize a new tune or a new solo or something like that. That's what I'll do. I'll just have the actual tune on repeat for ages until I memorize it, and I get the muscle memory kicks in, and I don't really have to think about it. And then the second phase of that will be to play the whole thing without the backing track, just with a click, to sort of tidy everything up, because nothing brings your mistakes to the forefront like playing to a click. So that will be step 2, and hopefully we get there today, because I'm still in two minds about the tune, but I do respect all the technical elements that Vincent Garcia has developed. So we're gonna see if that has an impact on my playing for the however many sessions this takes me to memorize. We'll eventually get to the solo, and I'm hoping to make some good progress today. Without further ado, let's get started. All right, bass is on. So that would be so this one will be my own little notation system, as you can tell. And this is going to be the thing that I'm going to be practicing today. And if I manage to get through that and sort of played a couple of times without making any mistakes, I'll be pretty happy. Let's go. Yeah, you get a little bit into a zone at some point, and then you've got to take a break for a few seconds to sort of recenter yourself, because it's easy to get into a bit of a rut and not be focused at all. And this is where you've got to take a little step back, otherwise you'll start getting some bad muscle memory into your hands. So yeah, I've realized that it's best to just pause for a second, then get back into it. Maybe isolate some more sections. Always go back to isolating things. Hey Zachar, good to see you, man. How you doing? I'm practicing this bloody tune again, but I've transcribed most of it now, so I think there's still one section I've kind of ignored. Hey, it's got some kind of octaves things going on, and I can't be bothered to transcribe it, but I'm gonna have to get to it at some point. How are you, dude? It's been a while since we've seen you. It's good to see you on stream, dude. Fine, got a good drink tonight with my friend. Ah, fair enough. Drink tea, I suppose. I'm good, man. Thank you. There's a big party in town for the whole weekend. It's some kind of festival for the creation of the entity that is my part of Belgium. Basically like a folklore festival. You've been really busy, that's why. Yeah. You're how's the teaching assistant thing going? The sound engineering, was it like study group? Yeah. You have to learn a lot of songs. Dude, what have you got to learn? How come? How come you've got so many songs to learn? I have so many questions. Trying to get rid of all the dead skin on my hands, but see, I've got a bunch of these calluses from the gym. Wait. You have no job. It's great. Whole shoegaze album and 16 songs for ensemble. Oh my. That's not too bad, dude. I've got about 11 tunes to learn every week. On the piano as well. Wait. Thankfully I can use charts, so that's a saving grace, really. Alright, let's get back into this thing. I'm still looking at the comments. Hey, and Michael is in the house as well. Good to see you, Michael. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you guys. Must not forget to get into that zone. Not really sure what pickup to use for this thing. I think the strings he's using are maybe a bit more dead than mine, and I'm trying to sort of emulate the sound, but not too sure what to use for that, because I mean, obviously his bass is mixed and all that, and he's got a bunch of there's probably some compression on it. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, it's not quite mapping out onto the beginning exactly as it should be, so let's try this one. Yeah. Shall we try a bit faster? Progressively. How are you doing today, Michael? How's your Friday night? Did you go out? Did you have a gig? Any partying going on? And how's your wife? Is she all right? I hope she's fully recovered now from all the COVID misadventures and other falls, other gravity-related misfortunes. it, Kidding aside, I hope she's all right. That bloody thing. Ow, I know why. It's because I was attacking with the wrong finger. It's my middle finger that should be attacking the first actual note. Oh yes, of course you are on your trip. Wow. I have heard before that on seeing Cirque du Soleil, people are just absolutely blown away by all of the acts and the scenery, the design, the stage design, all of that. It's apparently absolutely insane. I haven't been able to watch them. Mike says the show is called Ovo. The theme is about insects. Brilliant. The costumes and stagecraft was awesome. Ovo means egg, I think, in Latin. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think ovo means egg. Probably lots of ant-related stuff. Wow. The costumes and stagecraft was awesome. Oh, Portuguese. Ovo is Portuguese for egg. I see. Definitely a Latin language, though. Ballpark. I was right, ballpark. Okay, I'm going to try this with a click because I don't see this improving much unless I tackle it sort of on my own. Same thing for you, Mike, yeah? Let's get on to our timer. I'm gonna... Yeah, I don't need amazing slowdown the display for that. But I do need this. Okay, put a click on. This is just going to be for. I reckon 90 BPM. Nope, 80 BPM, I think. Oof, that's slow. I was going to say I should play it a bit faster. I'm not sure that's a good idea, but let's give it a try. 4. I think I'm ready to take things to the next level. Let's give it a shot. Alright, okay, this section is coming together quite nicely. I'm going to see if I can take it to the actual tempo. That'd be interesting. I think we can go just a touch faster again. We're getting closer to the actual tempo. I think it was 138, I think. Nope, that is too fast. I'm not going to get anything done if I play it at this tempo. So let's go back down 2 steps and try again. 3, 4. Okay, gotta take a short break on this one, otherwise muscle memory is going to kick in and I'm going to start making loads of mistakes that will become embedded. So whenever I start making too many mistakes and I'm losing track of what I'm doing, that means I've got to do something else for a little while. Otherwise, this will become super unproductive practice, and that's not what we want. There's something else that I've noticed about my playing is that is mainly by practicing piano. It's like I know the circular fifths, but I don't know it sort of forwards and backwards at any sort of given point. So I think it'd be an interesting thing to try and explore some ideas on how to memorize it and attach a couple of other things to each individual note as I'm going through the different scales. So I'm going to start, obviously, do the circular fifths going counterclockwise. That way we're sort of following the 3-6-2-5-1 order of things, i.e. the sort of 5 to 1 that becomes 5, that then becomes 5 to a new 1, etc., etc. i.e. if I play G, I'm like, okay, if I decide that G is the 5 of C, the 5 to a 1, then that one is C. But since I've just decided that this C is a C7, that means it can itself become the 5 of another one, which would be an F, and then we're just continuing that direction. So F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat / F sharp, B, E, A, D, G, and back to C, and we've just covered all of the notes all together. So what I want to do is start attaching a couple of things to that, i.e. mainly the fourth and the fifth degrees of each individual key center that we're moving through. So if I start on G, I'm like, okay, the 4 of G is C. 4 of G is C, 5 of G is D. So G, the 4 is C, and the 5 is D. It's something that I know how to find. I just want it to be available immediately when I'm playing music. We're in G. The 4th of G is C. The 5th of G is D. D is the 5. C is the 4. When it comes to C, 4th is F. 5th is G. That's pretty easy. When it comes to F, 4th is B flat. 5th is C. When it comes to B flat, the 4th is E flat. The 5th is F. When it comes to E flat, the 4th is A flat. The 5th is B flat. When it comes to A flat, the 4th is D flat. The 5th is E flat. When it comes to D flat, the 4th is G flat. The 5th is A flat. When it comes to F sharp, no, I wasn't F sharp. I wasn't G flat. Was it D flat? It was D flat. When it comes to F sharp, the 4th is B, and the 5th is C sharp. So F sharp, 4 is B, 5 is C sharp. Comes to B, 4th is E, the 5th is F sharp. When it comes to E, 4th is A, 5th is B. When it comes to A, 4th is G, 5th is E. I say A, 4th is D, 5th is E. Comes to D, fourth is G, fifth is A. When it comes to G, fourth is C, fifth is D. When it comes to C, fourth is F, fifth is G. And I just, this is something that I should be doing when I'm, I don't know, in the car or cooking or something like that. Finding every opportunity to just essentially do flashcards. Because I tend to forget that a lot of music is actually studying. But since I'm such a brute force kind of person, I feel like I'm only practicing when I'm actually playing. But there's a million different ways that you can practice without your instrument anywhere, without being anywhere near an instrument. Another good example of that is that fabled circle of thirds that I've seen a few guys on YouTube mention. Circle of thirds is essentially all of the notes that constitute a chord. I.e., if I'm in A, I know that A, C, E, G would be my third, fifth, and seventh. So fundamental, my root note, third, fifth, and seventh, which means I can sort of very quickly sort of have the entirety of the scale sort of mapped out, and then I've only got three other notes to sort of position in comparison to these, and then, like for instance, taking this A chord and deciding, okay, what if I was to take it through? What if I was to turn this A chord, which is naturally Aeolian, a natural minor chord, which would have a minor third, a perfect fifth, and a flat seventh, and then, okay, let me now recite the notes in my head of that chord as if it was a major chord. So that would be A, C sharp, E, G sharp. So if it was a seventh chord, it would be A, C sharp, E, G. And if it was a minor chord, A, C, E, G. If it was a diminished chord, A, C, E flat, G. A half diminished. If it was a diminished chord, it would be A, C, E flat, G flat. If it was an augmented chord, it would be A, C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, and then do that for all of them. There's so many ways you can practice. By the way, the circle of thirds is like C, E, G, B. If I was to go through the circle of fifths, so C, E, G, B, F, A, C, E, B flat, D, F, A, E, G, B, D, A, C, E, G, D, F, A, C, G, B, D, F, B, D, F, A, E, G, B, D, A, C, E, G, D, F, A, C, G, B, D, F, yeah, G, B, D, F, C, E, G, B, and just having these four notes immediately accessible to you visually and audibly. Mainly visually, it's easier to just have them sort of pop into your mind's eye. These are all little tips and tricks of how you can practice music, study music when you're nowhere near an instrument, by sort of reciting different things. Or another way that I should be doing more is going through 2-5-1s, or in my case, I should probably start with just 5-1s. So G, C, C, F, F, B flat, B flat, F, B flat, B flat, E, but not just reciting them in my mind. I have to, I go through the circle of fifths, and then I should actually just maybe talk myself a bit more into it. Anyway, this is just a bunch of things that I've been sort of thinking about as I was cooking and driving today, and I thought there's a lot of time wasted in sort of tasks that don't require a lot of brain power, and the ability to remind yourself that, oh, I could be reciting a bunch of things in my head as I'm doing this, hoovering around the house or whatever. So these are some little ideas for you guys, in case you're not busy enough. Then get busier. Fortune favors the bold, and no rest for the blessed. And if you are blessed with an interest in music, because it is a blessing, well, treat it as such, and dwell in the feeling of that blessing by studying when you're not playing music. Mike says, are you visualizing a fretboard to figure out those, or do you imagine a keyboard? It's a fretboard for me, Mike. I try to rely solely on letters, if I'm honest, but when I'm practicing it, the second best would be fretboard, 100% for me. And since as bass players we rarely care about numbers, we just need to read letters. Well, playing individual notes is kind of second nature to me. So I do have a pretty good visualization of the fretboard. Yes. To answer your question in a very short way, yes, fretboard. If the name of the note doesn't pop into my head immediately, I will rely on the fretboard. Yeah, because the keyboard is not yet second nature to me, but I'm working on it. Yep. All right, let's get back to Aprieta for another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll do something else, or I'll go and cook. Not sure yet. Shall we try something different? Play at 50 BPM. I think I should do that because I have a feeling my timing is moving all over the place. So by spacing out the clicks, I might make it more obvious where exactly I'm sort of lagging. Ah. Yeah, I think that's enough for this tune today. I reckon my brain is getting a bit melted, and I should give myself some space to let it sink in. It's never a bad thing to take a breather, especially when you're like me and you like to take big bites out of big tunes. For better or for worse, now I know myself, and I know that I should sometimes take a little step back. Let it sink in, let the sort of muscle memory kick in tomorrow, and then we'll be better off tomorrow. Much better off. Shall we do something else? It's been a while since I've done any kind of... I don't know. I do really like this AI stuff. I'm very interested in seeing the actual possibilities of it. But it's very difficult when they're not letting me pay for the bloody service. I've been trying to get a Suno. You remember this website Suno that generates such amazing tunes as Groove Switch. Not great. Or Groove Machine. Obviously, that's the free version, and we had a couple of tasters of what the actual engine can do, and there's no doubt that it's a million miles away from the sort of free samples that you get. It's actually pretty decent. Like there's actual content in there. It's not just empty sort of gobbledygook. You know what I mean? There's some harmonic content, but all of the other free stuff it's not really interesting to do on stream, really. And I've been trying to get a subscription. I've been trying to use money. I've been trying to give them money to get a subscription. And they won't take any of my payment methods. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. I can't buy a bloody subscription to Suno. I literally tried to do this several times. Apologies. Over the course of the last month, and it's not letting me do it. I don't understand why. Maybe could be my VPN. I'll try again without the VPN later on today. We've been lucky a couple of times with this tune. That's not the one. Not this one. Every now and then it just squirts out something absolutely insane. But most of the time it's pretty garbage. So shall we try and steal... I'm not giving up on this. That's just who I am. Atonal chord progression. Oh, okay. Remix. Could get stems. Make persona. Remaster. Cover. Extend. Speed. Crop. Replace section. Blah, blah, blah. Cover. How about a cover of that? Yeah, let's try another one of these. And hopefully it comes up with some interesting things. Shouldn't take too long, as far as I remember. There we go. Groove in the Chaos cover. Okay, labels them cover. Okay, not speaking to me at all. Okay, just blurted out the exact same tune. Not impressive. That's why I'm a little bit reluctant to pay for a subscription, because it's still a bit unreliable, and I reckon at the speed at which it's progressing, the whole AI generation thing, I think if I just wait another couple of months, there's gonna be some newer tools, better tools that will come out that I might as well just give my money to. But in this case, I think it was like $10 for a month. So I'm just... Yeah, I'll try again after the stream, and hopefully we get some actual content. We could try something a little different. Cute country singer songwriter tune, mandolin, banjo, guitars, and female vocals. And I'm gonna do that in here without the covering thing, blah blah blah. Okay, let's try that. I think that's pretty much its comfort zone, this kind of stuff. And fusion being the style that it is, I don't think the AI had that much training data over that, and it feels like it doesn't really know what to do with the prompts. Whereas in this case, I reckon we might actually get some chord progression in there. It'll be 1645, but you know. Okay, wanna bet? Let's figure this out. Bass is still on. Let's play a little bit of it. And maybe I should make myself a little bit bigger. Nah, it's fine.
spilling like golden glass. The porch swing creaks, the day begins. Coffee warms my hands, the air feels thin. The robins sing a melody. Simple joys, they're sweet to me. Sweet as honey, slow and warm. Like a Sunday after a storm. Life feels right where love's been sown. Sweet as honey, I'm home, I'm home. The old barn
Literally 1645. I said it.
leans but still stands tall. Rusty hinges, a rooster's call. Pinewood floorboards creak with care. Every scar's a memory there. I close my eyes, breathe it in. This is where my heart begins. Sweet as honey, slow and warm. Like a Sunday after a storm. Life feels right where love's been sown. Sweet as honey, I'm home, I'm home.
Sweet as honey, I'm home, I'm home. American apple pie. Yeah, why not? Take the Chevy to the levee.
Born anew clings to the grass. Sunlight spilling like golden glass. A porch swing creaks, the day begins. Coffee
Porcelain creaks? Oh, the porch. Something about the porch, something creaks.
warms my hands, the air feels thin.
You can make one request, Nate. Are you going to ask me never to play AI tunes again? I'm not convinced either, dude, if I'm honest. Skip track next. Skip track next. Never play Honey again. Okay, gotcha. Cute country singer-songwriter tune, mandolin, banjo, guitar, and female vocals. Anchovies. Why not? Huh? I have a feeling anchovies is not really like a staple of American culture. Anchovies on my mind. Of course. Oh, it's pizza. Oh no, I should have thought of pizza. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Can we come up with even more wacky stuff? I can hear the anchovies already.
Down at the diner on Route 29, I ordered a pizza.
Oh, come on.
Thought it'd be fine.
I thought it'd be fine.
Cheese and pepperoni, I had it in my sights. Then I saw those anchovies shining in the light. Anchovies, anchovies, salty and strong. What are you doing where you don't belong? On my pizza, on my plate.
Salty and strong. What are you doing where you don't belong? Oh, poor anchovies. Dude, this is murder.
Oh, how you shine. I've got anchovies, anchovies on my mind. The waitress giggled, said you'll be okay. That fishy smell just wouldn't go away. I took one bite, then I had to pause. Who knew a little fish could give me such a cause? Tiny and briny, they're stealing the show. Why they're here, I'll never know. Anchovies, anchovies, salty and strong. What are you doing where you don't belong? On my pizza, on my plate.
Oh, my pizza on my plate. Oh, this was horrible. I do like anchovies though, but on pizza? Nah.
Down at the diner on Route 29, I ordered a pizza.
Okay, yeah, we heard that story before. Don't worry, darling. You don't like anchovies. How about dish soap? Research AI music based on food. How about scrambled eggs? But see, scrambled eggs, that would be okay because it's kind of like, it's homely. It's homey. Sorry, homely. No, homely is ugly. Homey. Scrambled eggs, it's like in the morning, you get some eggs, you get some coffee, you're good to go. But dish soap on your pizza? Oh, dish soap in my coffee. Dish soap in my coffee. How about that? Or scrambled egg. Oh, hang on. No, there's something to do with scrambled eggs, probably. I reckon dish soap in my coffee could actually turn out to be a country song.
I woke up late, the rooster forgot to crow. Slipped on my boots, the left one's got a hole.
Yep.
Reached for the coffee in my morning haze, but the first sip hit me in all the wrong ways. Get soap in my coffee, what a way to start the day. Bubbles in my mug, turning round to gray. Life's got its hiccups, what more can I say? Dish soap in my coffee, guess I'll be okay.
The dog's out back, howling at the breeze.
The dog's out back, howling at the breeze. Mike says, yesterday I had chicken and waffles for the first time. It was great. I think we've lost Phil. Skynet has claimed him. Do not worry. Do not worry. I haven't been roped in just yet. Anchovies on my mind was, I think, probably the highlight of my experiences with Suno. And until I figure out a way to pay them to get some actual decent generation, only for ear training purposes, guys, I promise that I don't like AI reaction channels or whatever. It's not really what I want to do. That's not what I enjoy doing, and it's not really practicing. But in order to avoid, to sort of in order to circumvent the law with copyrights, next best thing would be AI generated tunes. I know, it's a bit. It's not as fun as just putting Spotify on shuffle, which would have been ideal. Because, you know, famous tunes, or tunes I've never heard before, but actual good tunes, that would just be the ideal vessel to do some actual like chord transcriptions, which I love doing. Unfortunately, I have to resort to this stupid tool. Well, I might not. Hopefully, I don't say that in 6 months, and in 6 months' time, it's actually really, really good. Yeah, the lyrics aren't particularly good, but you can give them lyrics. We can give them like entire. I mean, I'm not doing that for the lyrics, but could make it instrumental. But country songs. It's just they're not the hardest things to transcribe, but still a good exercise though for structure. It's always a good skill to have, to be able to hear a verse, an intro, verse, chorus, and you know immediately. You can kind of guess where the rest of the tune is going to go. And I'm a big fan of being able to do that, especially at open mic nights, singer-songwriter nights, bandiokies, that sort of stuff. The more confident you are in your ability to deduce chord progressions based on the style, etc., the more confident a backing musician you are. So, yeah. But do not worry, guys. The AI thing has not claimed me just yet. I am still here. Today, it was going to be a shorter stream after yesterday's absolutely brain-melting marathon. I did get some Aprieta practicing done. Not so much of a warm-up. Oh, and just to let you know, guys, I think the way forward with the app will be to put it on the App Store. But that means I have to recode the whole thing in essentially a different, well, not an entirely different language, but React Native, which actually lives really well, meshes really well with iPhones and other portable devices. And then eventually the app, I will put it for free on the App Store. until then, I think that's the way forward, because it's not. It would be ideal to be able to just get it on your phone. Really, I've been sort of avoiding the idea for a while, but now I think this is the way forward. Because not everybody has their own little setup, their own little home studio ready to go, and it would be cool to be able to just drop your phone on your amp and do some practicing like that. So lots of thinking going on, and I'm dropping the balls on other things. I haven't been promoting the stream so much, especially when it comes to shorts, but I will get back to that. I'm not one to forget about my commitments, and since I'm enjoying it even more every single day, I'm not about to stop, because it's fun. And you guys are cool, and you give me loads of interesting ideas, and I do really appreciate that. So I'm gonna stop for today's stop the stream for today. I'm going to town tomorrow, but I will be. When will I be streaming next? Not sure if I'll be able to stream tomorrow or Monday, because I'm going to see a friend play on Monday night. Guys, I'll see you on Monday. I'll be streaming on Monday, no problem, for sure. So, thank you all for joining me. Akil, Mike, Nate, Jeffrey, and Zachar was here for a little bit at the beginning, and maybe he's still here. Maybe I'm still playing in the background. Take care, guys. I will see you on Monday for sure. Tomorrow, 10% sure. Take care. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye. Take care. Bye. Bye. Bye.